Obama administration tonight said that they have the right to strike forces, whomever they declare to be the enemy in Syria, without the consent of the Syrian government. In fact, they made it clear that they won't work with the Syrian government. That's a violation of international law. The U.S. government has no right whatsoever to arrogate to itself the right to use force in Syria, a country that is technically at peace with the United States. The American people are really opposed to any new war in Syria or in Iraq. Matter of fact, that's why Obama has to ridiculously promise that there won't be any boots on the ground. It's an existential threat to America, but there won't be any troops sent, because he's telling the American people, we won't have any bleeding done on our side. Only Iraqis or Syrians will bleed. U.S. Constitution says, and it should be quite clear, that only Congress can declare war. And this is a declaration of war, whether you call it that or not. When you go and bomb another country, kill its people, that's a declaration of war, in fact. Each time the pretext is noble. It's to fight terrorism or to stop weapons of mass destruction or to stop Islamic extremism. The fact of the matter is, and I think the world knows and the UN knows, that we would not be in this crisis right now if the United States had not fractured Iraq, had not fractured Libya, and had not fueled a civil war in Syria that gives rise to this kind of jihadist extremism as exemplified by the Islamic State.
With respect to the issue of the United States taking military action against ISIS, my response to the people that have been asking me about this is that if you want to get to the root of the problem and remove this organization, the first thing they need to do is remove the funding and take care of the entities responsible for the creation of this group. This is entirely a farce. This is a completely fabricated enemy. The funding is completely from the United States and its allies, and for people to think that this enemy is something that needs to be attacked in Syria or Iraq is a farce, because obviously this is something that we created, that we control, and only now it has become convenient for us to attack this group as a legitimate enemy. Obviously, these tactics that they are using with the sort of alleged executions are designed to create massive amounts of fear.
We talk about solutions, but one of the bottom lines about solutions is the human race has got to bloody grow up and find some level of maturity and some level of understanding of what we're dealing with. And then we might have a chance.